think we're good to go.
Once again, good morning. We're going to begin our program. And as always, remember that we're in the presence of God. But first of all, I wanted to say, my name is Sister Mary Kiefer. I am the Vice President for Mission Integration for St. Mary's Medical Center and for the Bay Area Service Area of Dignity Health. So I'd like to welcome all of you today. In my world, I would say, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad, for it took a lot of work to get to this point. And also great blessings of the partnerships of the City and County of San Francisco, Dignity Health, and UCSF. So it is our practice here at St. Mary's. We step back from all the busyness of our day and we tap into our spiritual side. And it's my pleasure to offer this dedication to you. As we bless this ground, we stand at the sacred intersection where science and technology meet grace and humanity. As we bless this ground, we set it apart for the special purpose of healing body, mind, and spirit. May the architect of our lives bless those whose vision has brought us to this moment. Bless those who gave form to the dream, who honed plans and laid a firm foundation. Bless this ground that gives of itself to support the center of healing. May this building live lightly on this earth, using resources sparingly and respectfully. Bless those who have constructed this space. May they know that they are healers. May the jobs created by this project sustain families who call this city their home. Bless future generations who will come here to work, that all might experience meaning and purpose in their labor. Cement the past and future with the present, that we may be of one accord in our partnership. And bless these rooms, that they may be strong enough to hold a client's pain and porous enough to allow our own humanity to seep through our sterile processes. May it pulsate with our good deeds, and may it flow with justice and compassion for all who seek healing within its walls. Amen. Amen. Now it's my pleasure to ask Mayor Mark Farrell to continue on. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister.
Thank you, Sister. Thank you, Sister. Thank you. Thank you. It is an honor to be here this morning to celebrate the opening of our healing center here at St. Mary's. You know, mental illness is one of the biggest issues facing the city of San Francisco right now. It is very evident on our streets and reflected oftentimes in our homeless population, but it is also happening behind closed doors. And today represents a huge step in the right direction, what the city is doing to work and to solve those issues. You know, mental illness encompasses so many things. Conservatorship is not the only solution. We do so much here in the city of San Francisco. Those with behavioral health challenges need so much of our help as a city. We have worked over the years and in partnership with Mayor Lee and his team. First, we passed Laura's Law a number of years ago here in the city of San Francisco with the help of Barbara Garcia. We have a navigation center in Hummingbird where we have those with mental health issues where they can go and receive the help that they need. But let's make no mistake, conservatorship is a huge part of the ultimate solution. And today's celebration is really a huge step forward for the city of San Francisco. We are doing things such as today, opening up new beds and places for people to go when they need to come off the streets. We are also partnering with other groups and people up in Sacramento, such as Senator Scott Wiener, partnering with him to push forward legislation that expands the scope of conservatorship and the definition, so we can conserve more people that need our help as a city of San Francisco. And also the integrated agency team, where we focus as a city, multiple different departments, on the 40 to 50 most vulnerable people on our streets. Those are the frequent flyers through our health system, through our ambulances and our police and fire departments, through our hospitals, and other services to make sure that they get the care that they need, but also that we work together as a city so we can conserve those that need our help. And again, let's not lose focus. This is about getting the people that are on our streets the help that they need so that they could get on their own 2 feet and onto better lives. So I am honored to be here today. This is a celebration, and it takes so many people to come together, and there are so many people to thank here today. First of all, I do want to thank our late Mayor Ed Lee. It was his vision and his pushing last year to put the $5 million into our city budget, and it was his really vision to make today happen. And we celebrate today in his honor. And I believe that in honoring that commitment, we will continue to fund this in our city budget moving forward for the next 2 years as well. I do want to thank Barbara Garcia and our Department of Public Health. There are so many things that our Department of Public Health, under Barbara's leadership, have done to get today ready and to make it happen. Least of all, not least of all, is the fact that within 8 months, this center is open. And for those of anybody who are here who are familiar with government regulations at the local and state level and federal level, that this center was open within 8 months is a miracle. So a huge credit to our Department of Public Health under Barbara's leadership for making that happen. I do want to thank our 2 partners in our healthcare field here in San Francisco. Lloyd Dean is here from Dignity. Thank you, Lloyd, for your partnership. This is a Dignity hospital. We are very proud to be here today to celebrate. Mark Larrett from UCSF for your support and your partnership. President Breed, who has been a leader on this issue as well at the Board of Supervisors. This has been a collaborative effort. We would not be here today without everybody standing behind me, but we would also not be here today without, again, the vision of Mayor Ed Lee. So I am honored to be here today. Let's make no mistake. This is but one step in the right direction in solving mental illness here in San Francisco and working hard to get people off the streets, but it's an incredibly important step. So I'm honored to be here today, and with that, let me introduce the woman who really made it happen, Barbara Garcia.
Good morning, everyone. Barbara Garcia, Director of Health. But behind every Director of Health is this incredible staff that we have. So behind me, you will see people who really did the heavy lifting. And this is such an incredible part of over 115 beds that the department has opened up in the last year. And so this is a really important program because it does have the highest level of care next to an acute hospital. But it also has the opportunity to really provide people with intensive care services to help them heal. And that's why this is called the Healing Center. And we do that also from a recovery model and from a peer-based model. And today you will meet a lot of staff here, and I got the honor to meet them. They went through an 80-hour training and life training, actually, because they not only have lived experience, but they also have family members. And I think anyone in here could probably raise their hand if I asked, do you have a family member who is suffering from mental illness or addiction? And I think many of us would say yes. And so this center is really a focal point for the department, but we also have other levels of care that are more voluntary that people can just walk into. And this one is a little different in the aspect that people are mandated to be here, but they also have the right and due process every 30 days to determine whether or not they continue here. But let me tell you, if you were to walk into here, I think you would be so welcome to know that you will have an opportunity here to be loved and supported through your recovery of your chronic disease. And that's one of the areas that we're really trying to get people to understand. Mental illness and addiction is a chronic disease, and we really need to treat it that way. And so I hope that this building reflects the love and support that we want to give our community members. I also think it's 8 months is a pretty incredible force. They say government happens in 2 times, lightning time and glacier time. And I've always been a glacier burner because I think it's so important that we get services off the ground. But we could not have done it without the kind of partnership that we have. $3 million of renovation in this building. We couldn't have done it ourselves. And so Dignity had the service and had the area that we are in today. So let's give them a round of applause. Sometimes hospitals We think of hospitals as acute services, but today we can really think of hospitals as multi-service levels of care. And I think that's the direction of hospitals as well. And then you have the issue of renovations and partnerships. And UCSF Medical Center has been a great partner with the department of over 150 years in an affiliation agreement as a training center for Zuckerberg General. And then you also have the fact that, we want to share and be able, and there's a great need at the medical center as well. And so we have a partnership, and UC has allowed us $1 million for renovations. We're really appreciative of that as well. The department provides many services on its own. But to have a community-based organization with the kind of outstanding experience of Crestwood Behavioral Health Services is pretty incredible, and we're so fortunate to have them work. And when Patty, who you'll meet, the CEO of Crestwood, said, we're going to do this, and we're going to do this in this time period, I followed right behind her. And I just walked to her walk. And I have to tell you that it's been an incredible process. We had to take on the State Department of Health. They wanted us to have cement floors here because they thought that this was going to be a prison, not a mental health program. So we've taught the state as well a different model of care for those who are in locked facilities, for those with mental illness and addiction. I don't want to underestimate the issue of addiction, of its impact on the care of our community. And we see these as dually diagnosed individuals, and we see these as separate as well. So this is a program that's not only going to deal with mental illness, it will also deal with addiction needs as well. So with that, I just want to thank everyone for all of the work that all of us have done. I do want to just acknowledge a particular person on my staff who I follow very closely. She's about my height. You can kind of guess who she is, and that's Kelly Hiramoto. I want to give her a hand. She does incredible work every day, taking people from the hospital, taking people from the streets and putting them into the right level of care. And sometimes, folks, we don't have the right level of care, and we have to create those. And this is one of those. So thank you so much, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy your day today as you walk through this beautiful facility. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good morning. This is a special day for the city and county, and a very special day for all of us at Dignity Health. I want to thank all of you for joining us for this momentous occasion. Just a quick story. I have a granddaughter that is 5, and I try to call her in the mornings before she goes off to school. And she always asks me, what is it that I'm going to do today? And she says, well, Papa, what are you doing today? And it was kind of hard to explain our gathering here. So I said, we're going to be dedicating a new place, a new home that will help serve and take care of people with mental illness and mental challenges. And she said, well, are you going to be staying there? And I'm thinking, even at 5, she knows something that I don't know. But I would tell you, this is a beautiful, beautiful facility, and truly, together with all of the partners, and certainly Barbara, and all of the support from the Board of Supervisors, from the mayor, and so many people that I can't take the time to list. This will change and begin to change San Francisco. So I want to thank you for joining us. Thank all of you for being here. It has truly been an honor for us to work with Barbara, to work with the city, the county, and to continue on our quest here at St. Mary's to impact and change healthcare in this city in a way that allows us to serve the most needy and the most vulnerable. As has been said, all of you know, mental illness is one of the most vexing, complicated, and critical challenges, not just facing us here, but facing our nation. But we together here are doing something about it. I will never forget the call, because I got so many of those calls from the late Mayor Ed Lee. And when he calls, you take his call. And he said, Lloyd, and I said, yes. He said, I need your help. And when he says that, I know that that's not just, I want to have a consultation with you. But he explained what he wanted to do, and he said, I need partners, and you have been there before, and I need you to step up now. So this collaboration is a significant health capability that through partnerships we are together about to present to this city. And I just want to recognize and thank the incredible work of the Hospital Council and the city's emergency department physicians for helping us identify not just the need, but the specifics of the issues, and for pulling us all together to stand here today to do something that I think history will show was one of the significant events in the journey of this great city. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Mark Larrett, President and CEO of UCSF Health. And Sister Mary, wherever she is, Sister Mary, as you were speaking, all I could think of was, I believe it was St. Augustine who said, spread the gospel, and if necessary, use words. Yes. And this... St. Francis. Okay. I knew I shouldn't be wading into this territory at St. Mary's.
It was one of those things.
Yeah, it was one of the saints. Yeah. Thank you, St. Francis Medical Center, so it all comes together.
Yes.
But I think the point of this is not just talking about doing something about mental health. This is doing it. And I am so proud of our affiliation at UCSF with the city, Mayor Lee, who was a special man, Mayor Farrell, potentially future Mayor Breed, all the people in the city who have really helped us move forward and make something important happen. But I do want to spend a moment just talking about Dignity Health. What an amazing organization it is under Lloyd's leadership. The team at Dignity Health is spectacular, always focused on doing what is best for the community. And at UCSF, we believe that's our calling, is putting the needs of the community first and trying to address those in every possible way. And as Barbara Garcia said, at UCSF, we've enjoyed a fantastic 150, and we weren't there at the beginning.
No, we were not.
But close. 150-year partnership that really is the envy of academic medical centers across this nation. And we really want to continue to build on it. I want to acknowledge one special person here. There's so many special people, but Dr. Maja Jackson-Treesh, who is our Vice President for Adult Behavioral Health Services. You know, when she came to UCSF, she asked a lot of questions. You know, what are we doing in the community? And the answers were not enough. And with the partnership with Dignity and Crestwood and the city, we feel like we're really at the cusp of doing something very important. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who's worked on this. We will be there supporting you all the way. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Patty Blum, and I am not the CEO. So, just saying. But I also have been with Crestwood Behavioral Health for 37 years. And as a provider of healthcare services and a psychologist, I came to this field because my heart drew me here, because I'm a family member. And I live each and every day looking to do what we do better, and looking to serve more people, and looking to fully engage in every single way that we can to increase hope and love and gratitude. in each one of us, each employee that we have, and each person who we serve, and each community member who we run into. So we have a saying that we kind of stole from the consumer movement that says nothing about us without us. So I'm speaking up. I'm going to grab our newest director of education. Come on up, Deanne. Deanne Robinson. We, as an organization, put the people who we serve first and foremost every single solitary day, as every good health provider does. And we could not have found better partners in UCSF, in Dignity, and St. Mary's. And we've been partnering with San Francisco since 1976. We've been providing services for San Franciscans in Vallejo, and that has just grown to now we provide services for San Franciscans all across the state of California. And yay, we're here today. This is a long, hard-fought battle. Without a doubt, Barbara Garcia, our late mayor, this would not have happened. And also with the tenaciousness of Maja and Rita, and with Kelly Hiramoto and John Allen, this is a partnership that really took each and every person, as recent as Saturday morning at 7:30 a.m. conference call with the CEO of St. Mary's. That's the level of commitment we've had from the partners. So I'm going to let Deanne talk a little bit about what the services mean to the people who we serve.
Hi, I'm Deanne Robinson, and I just want to say thank you, everyone, for being here today. This is really important and special to me because I am a person who has received services for substance abuse and mental health. I just want to tell Crestwood, thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this family. They've hired a great team of people to work here who are going to give 100% to the population of people that need to be served. I'm the evidence that it works. I was an addict for 18 years. I stand before you today with 13 years clean. Without the services from these organizations and the support, none of this would be possible. It is absolutely possible to recover and to have a productive and meaningful life. So thank you all for supporting Crestwood and all the services that are out there. It is possible, and with all these great people that are here today, we'll do a great job here. And thank you all so much.
Here, here.
We want to just quickly recognize in gratitude some of the leadership who have brought this forward. For most of you, the 8 month, literally, several of us, Maja and I, had not walked on this campus before March 10th of last year. And we moved mountains with Ashpad, who are an incredibly wonderful organization whose incredible rigidity serves the state of California very well.
Yeah, that's a very nice way to put it, Patty. Yeah.
So we have honored them as well, and we have plaques that are going to them. But I've asked our local administrator, Joel. All right. First one is for Maja, and what each one of these says is for your fearless commitment and compassion to the people of San Francisco. This is for Rita. For Barbara Garcia. For our mayor, Mark Farrell.
Thank you.
For Kelly Hiramoto. For John Allen, who absolutely, I think, was very, very new and green to San Francisco. And this would never have happened without his commitment. To George Lytle, the actual CEO and president of Crestwood Behavioral Health. I'm saying this would not happen with his. You're so welcome. And to Janet Flavianos, who is our incredible director of initiatives, education, and some people call her a designer, but clearly she is not. She's a brilliance behind the environment, and we have been recognized, our environment, twice in the past 6 years by SAMHSA for therapeutic environments that are trauma-informed. So, Dejana Flavianos.
You have
And then this is actually for the late mayor, who this would never have happened without his commitment and his belief and his tenacity to the people of San Francisco.
Oh, there it is.
Christmas.
Okay, that would be great. Let's have in front of the podium. All right, let's everyone come on. We'll all grab the black card together. Come on. Yes. Oh, come on, Mark.
Would you please sit down, please?
All right, everybody, hold on,
Sir?
All right, we got witnesses. Bring it back this way.
We got witnesses in case that comes this way too much.
All right. Count down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.